Hey guys, it's Guided by Georgia here. Thank you so much as always for being here. I really appreciate your support. So this is going to be a tarot reading for you. I've got no idea what it's going to be about. We're going to get the theme in just a moment by shuffling this little oracle deck. It's one of my favorites. Let's go ahead and see what's coming in for you or what your spirit team just generally need you to know in this exact moment of time. Okay, spirit team, please take over for this collective. Okay, take time to breathe out. Let's try and get a bit more context. There we go. Take time to breathe out. Step outside of your comfort zone. You and your loved ones are safe and your hard work is paying off. Okay. I'm going to read this quite literally. I think if this video has found you and if this is truly meant for you, you struggle to slow down. You struggle to take time to breathe out. I get the impression here with this new moon in Capricorn energy, you're working hard towards something. You're trying to build something. You're trying to build maybe a side hustle, a business. Maybe for some of you, this will resonate romantically. Maybe you're trying to build a relationship with somebody. You are directing so much of your energy right now into something that you're trying to get off the ground. And essentially what your spirit team is saying here is you've done the work. You've planted the seed, you've set the intention, but now it's time to rest. It's time to pull your energy back and water your garden, metaphorically speaking, of course. And that is outside of your comfort zone, more than likely because of what society's conditioned you to believe. Society conditions us to believe that when we want something, especially if it's a big goal, we've got to work really, really hard for it. We've got to, work day and night on it. It's got to cost you everything. It doesn't have to be that way. In fact, we are most magnetic to manifestations and we're most magnetic to the best circumstances when we are preserving our energy and when we have a full cup. Because your energy is like your currency. So right now it kind of feels like your energy is depleted. You've put so much time and effort into something and that's great. But now you need the balance of the rest. It's all about balance. If you never took action, you'd be out of balance the other way. Now you've taken the action, you've invested your energy, you've set the intention. Now you've got to allow yourself that time to rest and recharge. And I feel like this message here about you and your loved ones being safe, it's safe to not only rest, but it's also safe to invest in whatever it is that you've been investing in. Maybe there's an element of risk here, whether that is financial risk, whether that's risk of getting like your heart broken, something like that. I feel a bit of fear around whatever it is you're doing. And I also feel fear around resting. So it's a bit of a double message there. You are safe, your loved ones are safe, your family is safe. But now it's time to sit back and rest and let the universe kind of do its thing. And when you're ready to take another step in whatever direction this is, you'll know because you'll feel recharged. You'll feel it intuitively. You'll know that you're ready to take action again. It's all about, that beautiful balance of taking action, recharging your energy, taking action, recharging your energy. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards now for you around this. Thank you. We've got Temperance in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords in reverse. I do feel like additionally to whatever this is that you're working hard on, maybe you've had challenge, potentially with a particular person or with a collective of people. But this is a very good omen. When we see the Five of Swords in reverse, it represents reconciliations. It represents putting right conflict, setting things up for a successful future with somebody or within a situation. I do see a lot of stress here. I feel like you've walked away from either a person or a situation, and whoever's involved in that situation is feeling very hurt or at a loss. It's like neither of you have really won in this situation. And so I do feel like maybe part of this time that you're going to take to breathe out, you're also going to be setting things right with either this person or with this situation, because something's creating an imbalance here. I firstly feel like the main imbalance is the work to rest balance, which we've already spoken about. You're going to put that right. But also with Temperance in reverse, maybe something's just not feeling fair, something's just not feeling right with a particular person or with a particular situation. The Three of Cups here represents people coming together, it's happy outcomes, happy occasions. So I really feel like if you are in conflict with somebody right now, there is going to be some form of reconciliation, resolution that's going to come in, that's going to set things right. Okay, so try not to get too anxious about whatever's stressing you out right now, because there's a happy outcome here. There's a happy resolution. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards for you. What else does this collective need to know right now? Are you serious? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wow. You've got some really big changes coming in, and maybe that's another reason why you're being called to rest right now. And it may also be another reason why you're being guided to put things right in regards to either conflict or challenge, because this whole life cycle that you've been in for a while is about to close so that you can step up into a big new beginning. Oh, wow. Okay. A lot of things are feeling outside of your control right now. And I feel like that's perhaps triggering your inner child. And I would really encourage you to do a little bit of shadow work around this. I feel like maybe something happened in your childhood that was outside of your control, whether that's a big thing that happened or whether it's more an accumulation of things that kept happening to you as a child. And so, and I think you will probably know this already intuitively, you have a little bit of a fear around being out of control. So whenever something happens that's big and is outside of your control, that feels very triggering for you. It feels very stressful and it feels like a lot to have to deal with. I feel like you're being triggered so much in that type of way right now because that part of you that's not healed is being released, or part of it is being released. You see, when we go through a big release, the energy comes to the surface. It's like a purge. It has to come out so that it can come out. It has to come up, so that it can come out. You know what I mean? So don't be surprised if over these next few weeks especially, and maybe this has already started happening, you feel a little bit triggered. You feel like things are working against you. It's outside of your control. Maybe even this conflict that you've had, maybe that is something quite stressful in itself because it feels outside of control. But everything is happening in your favor. And I feel like the more you can learn to trust in the unknown and hand certain situations over to the universe, like accept that it's outside of your control and make peace with it, the better circumstances you will be able to manifest, because that's just how it is. That's the law of attraction. When we are at peace within us and when we're trusting the process, we see that peace manifest outside of us. So yeah, there are some big changes coming in, and I want to do some different cards now to get more specific about what these changes might be, what that might look like. Oh my goodness, Divine Feminine coming through here. Divine Feminine, this is non-gender specific. This is all about creation, and it's also a bit of a glow up. You can see this lady here. She's radiant, she's vibrant, she's in her power. And I guess this really resonates as well with what we talked about before, about taking time to rest, taking time to breathe out. That is Divine Feminine. That is classic feminine energy when she prioritizes her sense of self, when she fills her own cup before she fills anybody else's cup. That's what you need to be leaning into right now, because that's seriously powerful energy. When you're in that energy of self-care, when you're glowing, when you're doing things that make you feel good, that makes you so magnetic to an abundance of whatever it is you're trying to call in. Okay, so I do feel creation here as well. I feel like the more you water your garden, metaphorically speaking, the more you take care of yourself, the more inspired you're going to start to feel, because you've got more energy. And when you've got more energy, you've got more ideas, you've got more like creative juices to flow. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you're nurturing something, whether you've already started nurturing it or whether it's going to be something new. But you've got to take that time to breathe out in order for that to happen. Let's see what else needs to come through. Okay, you have entrapment and you have fake. This could be you. This could be somebody around you that's not being honest or is showing up as somebody that they're not. I would say, because obviously this is a big collective, this is going to resonate different for everybody. If you are seeing red flags in a person, or if you are intuitively questioning a person's intentions, this might just be your sign of confirmation. Somebody's not showing up honestly around you. Or for some of you, this may resonate in the sense of you're people pleasing. You're not showing up as you. You're not being authentic. You're not setting your boundaries. You're putting on this almost like fake smile to keep the peace, or to have an easy life, you know, or to feel loved or to feel accepted. Obviously, you need to dive into the reasons behind that within yourself. I'm also seeing a situation that you felt quite trapped in, and whether this is the conflict that you've had, or whether, again, this is just a general energy around you at the moment. You're clinging on to something almost. You're clinging on to something because either you care about it or because it's familiar, but it is something that you've outgrown. Now, this doesn't have to be something big and dramatic, like a person that's been in your life forever that doesn't serve you. It probably won't be something that you know brings you joy. In fact, I know 100% it won't be something that brings you joy. It will be something that suffocates you, actually. It will be something that you intuitively know is toxic, or that you've outgrown, or is not good for you, or doesn't serve you anymore. So it's like you need to loosen your grip on whatever this is, so that you can prepare yourself to enter this new cycle, and so that you can allow your identity to shift. Because when you're clinging on to old energy, you cannot receive new. If you're showing up in the same identity all of the time, you're going to manifest the same results. Okay, so there are things that you are going to have to release and detach from, with trust that better circumstances are coming in for you. So yeah, really exciting times ahead for you guys. Let's just see what's on the bottom of the tarot deck before we finish. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles reversed there. Again, it's the number 5 reversed. It's overcoming challenge, overcoming big hurdles. But most importantly, and more specifically with the 5 of Pentacles reversed, it's about finding security. Maybe that's you finding security within yourself, within your identity, within your vision. It's you trusting, it's you feeling secure within yourself, so that security can manifest outside of yourself. Thank you again so much for being here. I really hope that all made sense and resonated. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so through my Etsy store. The link is in my bio and in the description. It's Guided by Georgia. Don't forget to follow me on all socials. It's the same handle, Guided by Georgia. I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you for being here.